Here I go over top of his lead hand with my left hand. This trick was something I learned from one of the Klitschko brothers. I don't like doing it against the jab in case if they're throwing a 1-2, your hand is going down for the right hand. As I'm backing up here, I'm switching to southpaw a few times because there's so much wind up in the kicks and I don't want him to kick my legs as well, so I'm kind of stepping back into southpaw. I don't like switching stances as you're going forward as much as switching stances going back. Some of the reason to that is when you're switching stances going forward where you think you're leading, like cutting a lot more space, you're more vulnerable because you're squaring your stance up, and it also makes for easier takedowns with doubles when you're squaring your hips. Here I do what is called the shake. There I switch stance again and then counter back from a different open stance. One of my favorite boxers to study for like switching stances, on why you switch stance, on where you are in the ring, like the reason behind it, is Marvin Hagler. Here I am starting to drift away. While you're drifting on an angle, it makes it easier to throw kicks because you're getting that angle as you're stepping off. It also makes better room for the right hand, depending on how much your opponent is engaging. I'm more concerned about volume in the strikes in these tournaments for the shorter time, a minute and a half, rather than landing big hard shots. So you can see part of the game plan is throwing a lot of leg kicks with both of these opponents. For some reason the judges always value the leg kicks a lot more than the punches sometimes. Something very basic here that you see is how I step right out of range just to get back in. So really like basic level stuff. This is an interesting exchange. I pull away from the jab, a jab to the body to set up the right hand to the head. I think I was like 15 in this video. Game is definitely a bit different now, but a lot of the same concepts and footworks is still there. I like this exchange. As he's going away and walking back, you can see when the stance is not ready, and that is when I choose the stab to the body. Stabbing to the body is a great tool to use against longer, lankier opponents as well.